Glass Academy. A little bit of excitement as we swirl it up. Tonight's show, can we curl it up in time for Pumpkin Festival? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Welcome, everyone. You are on the Gathering Point. Chris is showing off some of the blue glass. It's this really amazing, cool, opaque glass, although right now it looks transparent. It's teal in color. It's lovely. It's amazing. It's the Gathering Point, ladies and gentlemen.
At the end of that, Joey, would you?
We are back here in action. We've got Matt on the camera. We've got Joey in action, skidding in. We got Chris, this guy, yeah, whatever. He's going to be the feature of the show. We've got a bench that's got weird stuff on it. And over there, drinking lots of water, is Beth. She is going to be your voice of reason tonight because most likely there's going to be no reason over here. All right, so this is still hot from that pumpkin curl. This is isn't this our mobile one?
I don't think so.
This is our everyday
Yep. That's it.
pumpkin curler. So tonight on the show, we're doing drinkware. We'll feature the table. We got some specials on there. We've been making pumpkins all day because we're gearing up for the show, so we'll talk more about that. And tonight we're going to do drinkware.
Drinkware sounds good. I'm going to gather it up for a starter. I think we're going to do maybe a fancy chalice. What do you think?
Classy wine glass?
What'd you say?
Like classy wine glass or something more hefty?
Well, I think in more a little hefty style, kind of a little bit in the Renaissance genre, just because I saw one that you guys made that was super, super pimp with the venturine in the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
And it was looking good, man. I'm telling you guys. Jake showed it to me today when I came in, and I was pissed, man. It was
like,
just super nice. And
What do you mean? I didn't make that?
So I want to make one right before your very eyes. It's beautiful. And this beautiful, gorgeous opal blue we got in the tank is very rare because we don't have it very often. And we didn't mix the color ourselves. We bought it from Fenton. And Fenton's been out of business for a long time, but they used to have hundreds of thousands of pounds of very rare, beautiful colors. A ruby red, some really nice colors. Ruby's most popular, but this blue, this opal blue is gorgeous. So we for the last couple weeks, we've been melting it in the tank, and it's not going to be around long. And I always remember when we have a tank color like that, 6 months later, when you look at a piece that was made out of it, you're just like, oh man, it was nice when we had that. So anyone who gets anything out of this blue glass, I think that's our signature pumpkin this year is out of the blue glass.
That's correct.
That's right, you guys. And Pumpkin Fest is coming up here the whole month of October. We're just cranking out pumpkins, having pumpkin shows all over the place. But the main one is in the studio here in Dearborn. We're doing one in Ann Arbor. And if you look at the website, glassacademy.com, you can see when all the pumpkin action's going down.
It's going to be a blast.
All right.
How's everybody doing tonight, this evening? I just went and picked up my new car. Had to hustle out to Yippee.
Good. Does it function?
Yeah, it's a nice, decent car.
What you got?
A Hyundai Tucson.
Okay. All right.
It's a vehicle.
It is a
And
vehicle.
it's everybody's favorite colored car, white,
Purple?
because it makes everything look dirty all
Welcome
the time.
to the white car gang.
Yes.
We've got a lot of people putting in the chat where they're from. We've got Seattle, we've got Georgia, Florida, Ontario. We have a first-time watcher from Utah.
Oh, baby. What's up from Utah? How are you? It's nice over there. We're waiting on Chris to gather some stuff up.
Indiana.
So this opal blue glass is super creamy. I'm telling you, I actually think that these guys, Matt, who's on camera, and Joey had probably blown more of this opal glass than I have. I've been out of town. I've been moving around a little bit out at the Ren, which we don't have any opal glass out at the Renaissance Festival, but we got it here, and I'm excited to blow it. It's always nice when you get your hands on some of this stuff, you guys. It's a real treat.
Using any optics, Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to go into the pineapple mold because I had this feeling that maybe you could get the pineapple mold to strike on the higher points of the ridges. Have you seen that happen? Either one of you guys with working with Jake? Does it strike and stay transparent and strike?
It just depends on if it's corded or not. So if there's any variation, it might pick up some.
Well, this stuff I gathered out of there, and it was creamy as all creamsicle could be.
Nice. Well,
it was like gathering butter, guys. I mean, like gathering butter. Like maybe not even real butter.
Like popcorn butter?
Like the kind of butter that's
like movie theater butter?
You can't believe it's really butter. Yeah.
Isn't movie theater butter just literally like yellow oil that they're putting on it?
I think it's
no
yellow
idea.
oil.
Olive oil with salt, excessive amounts of salt.
It is not good
And
quality
cheese
olive
flavoring.
oil. It is just no-name oil with
I
butter
totally
flavor.
didn't get some glass stuck in the optic mold over the weekend.
It wasn't that mold, though. And you know what? As soon as I went into it, I thought of that. I was like looking in there. I'm like, is there any leftover Joey mess in there?
No, that wasn't
But you
me.
got it out, and it came out pretty nice. But it's tough, you guys. You don't want to get this blue glass caught in the mold. Trust me. Blow. Good. So I'm thinking like a chalice for a king or a queen. But just when I say that, I'm thinking a little bit bigger than normal. So you don't have to go back in for refills. Whatever you might be.
I thought kings and queens drank out of barrels, not bottles.
Right. You got all they want. Blow. Beautiful. I did gather a lot of glass out of that tank, so I'm not going to waste it. Ooh, and it's looking good. I'm liking it. So, Joey, we're going for blue glass with a, you're going to coat that thing with one really good coat of that aventurine.
Just the blue?
Yeah, just the blue with aventurine. And we'll probably put a Rosetta on it, depending on how it turns out. But this is looking good, guys. I'm bringing it in. And I really like how it's got the puff. It looks like it's just still ready to burst. So the trick to these chalices is to have a nice hot gather, shaped pretty darn nice. Joey knows how to do it just right. I think you've been bringing Jake some bits for the chalices too, so you got it down. But it's important to get on it and really neck it when it's hot. So that's what Joey's got, a nice gather on there. Matt, through your experience, you think one coat of Venturine's good, or should we go two?
Two for sure.
Go two. You're serious. We're pimping this thing out. We
All
did
the
say
good.
royalty.
Do you want me to?
It looks like Joey's got that thing shaped up gorgeous.
I was gonna ask. Do you want me to block it or no?
Like I always say, when you say gorgeous, that's like Mrs. H. And nobody in my crew knows who Mrs. H is from heart to heart. So all you folks out there my age, you're going to have to let them know in the comments.
I'm gonna block this.
I mean,
real
when
quick.
they met, it was, what's that word, you guys?
You wanna block it?
Shazam.
When they met, it was, anyone who knows heart to heart knows that Jonathan Hart.
Shazam? What?
Nope, I can't, you don't say
Who
it.
watched
I
that
asked
show?
I asked them to answer that.
We need to have a screen in the background of all the chats.
Right.
Where we can interact with the people.
If we see it come across an answer to that, Beth, let me know.
I'll be waiting. Somebody asked, is that aventurine green?
Nope, it's gold adventurine.
Basically an opaque amber, for anybody who doesn't know.
With copper flakes in it.
Yes.
Is
That's
that what
what
gives
makes-
it that sparkle?
It's a sparkle for sure. It's not dichroic glass. It's just adventurine, which is super, super sparkly and tasty. It's an Italian style of glass that they developed over on the island of Murano.
So Will asked the question, have the tools in glass blowing changed at all over the centuries, or are they pretty much the same?
That's a great question. The tools for glass blowing really haven't changed in close to 2,000 years, guys, which is pretty amazing. I'm not saying that these jacks I'm using are 2,000 years old, but the style of those tools
I don't know, that lathe I got in my garage
feels that old.
doesn't feel 2,000 years old.
Is the word you're looking for, Chris, murder?
When they met, it was murder.
Someone put it in the comments.
That's right, guys. Right after that, they had a sweet drum roll. It was like, Jonathan Hart, self-made millionaire.
Bum, bum, bum.
When they met, it was murder. Digga, 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 digga.
Well, I'm almost happy I don't know the reference, but I'm sure it was interesting if
It
you were
was a
there
good
for
one. It
it.
was like right up there with Magnum PI.
Oh, boy.
I'm talking serious, private eye action, murder, suspense.
Were you allowed to stay up late? I think that's the thing that's going on here. Like, I was not allowed to watch these shows. I had a curfew or bedtime.
One sec.
Are we
All
getting
right.
Wow, that is like super sparkly.
They put 2 coats on there.
Wow.
This glass is getting ready for winter.
Wow. Wow. We're going to talk about pumpkin stuff. We're going to have to bring out some of that for pumpkin. Pumpkin action.
Just going to try to equalize the heat here, guys, because this glass is real thick on the bottom and real thin on the top. So you see me heating the oil up here with the torch because it's so thin. Well, Joey's starting to shape it. So I'll keep it hot out here with the torch. And then I'm going to keep flashing it while the bottom's cooling down.
Hey, you know what? We went to Texas. There could be some new followers on the show.
We have somebody new, but they're from Utah. They put in the chat.
Ooh,
We
wonder how
did
they heard
spread a
about
lot
us.
of words around Texas.
Where are- My computer says.
Carrie said she was allowed to stay up late and watch Emergency and Night Stalker. Do you remember Night Stalker?
Oh, yeah.
I remember Emergency.
She started having bad nightmares and her parents stopped her from watching it anymore.
Night Stalker was scary, and Emergency was Emergency 51, I think. But Night Stalker was the same. There was another one called Coal Shack.
Somebody just put that in the comments too.
Coal Shack?
I'm glad we're all on the same page here. You know what they're talking about?
Well,
Bess?
I mean, we don't know anything about stormtroopers. Pokemon.
Pokemon.
I'm ready for you.
Carrie said Squad 51.
Squaw. Oh,
I got an ear issue.
Chris dropped his mic.
Got an ear issue, he said.
It's hanging down.
That is, I can see how sparkly that is from over here.
It's like disco sparkle pants.
Quick ear job here. Nice. Hey, thanks, Joey.
Of course.
This guy, I'm going to have to, before I do much, I'm going to make sure it doesn't explode here. Get some good heat on top. I'm going to bring it over and let Matt get in on it. And check out the Sparkle Darkle action. You guys, look at this.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's looking blingy. I'd like to say I could put a sparkling lip wrap on it to match, but you can't get that aventurine looking real good on a lip wrap. I know that for a fact. So I'm not even going to mess with it. But depending on what you're drinking out of this, guys, there's a lot of options. I got that little 1-ounce shot cavity in the bottom. So if you were drinking some jungle juice out of it, you could put a shot of 151 down in there first.
That's a bite. I would not fill that up with 151.
Just the tiny little 1-ounce dealio in the bottom.
Rough, man, rough. Lip plucking trim.
Plucking her down. Going to Pluck Town, folks.
What kind of drink would you drink out of here, Chris?
Well, I just said jungle juice is always amazing. Margarita for sure. And it doesn't necessarily have to be in margarita form. But when we were out at Arts Beats and Eats Labor Day weekend, Oliver and I did a tribute. As soon as we heard that Jimmy Buffett had passed, we did a margarita glass in memorial for Jimmy Buffett. And it was pretty pimp. And we took it out to the festival and it sold. And I saw somebody buy it. I think it was like $250, and they were excited. As soon as I told them it was the Jimmy Buffett memorial, they were all over it. But this guy, you could drink all kinds. I mean, you could drink wine out of it. It's not too big for wine. You could just drink anything. You could drink a green smoothie.
Tapioca pudding.
I don't know about any tapioca pudding, Joey. That sounds... It's not that big, guys. Probably only like 16, maybe 17 ounces.
Maybe some cold soup.
Gazpacho.
Glass of clam chowder, and then have yourself like some clamato.
You're going with all the dairy here, Matt. I don't know if
Guys
you guys
are
can hear
on the
Matt.
dairy kick.
And then a Bloody Mary to top it all off with a Topo Chico.
All right, I'll take that stamper.
We've had a couple comments for watermelon margarita, bourbon and Coke, Fireball and cranberry.
Fireball's getting mixed into a lot of stuff here lately.
I'm not a Fireball person.
Me either.
The Uber driver that did the fireballs?
Yeah.
That was cool. All the things we don't know.
Someone said they would eat shrimp cocktail out of it.
You could do that. Some clamato. I think still, man, even for the shape, this should be some type of like for the royal margarita. You know? Look at that thing. Royal margarita, guys.
Very nice.
So aren't I supposed to put it in front of the blue wall?
Yes, you are.
All right, here we go, guys. We're going for the blue wall experience. It's kind of like the Blue Man Group, except it's the blue wall.
Yeah, instead of a green wall, it's the blue wall.
Nice zoom there, Matt.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Last flash, guys, and a little bit of water on the bottom. We're going to tap this puppy off, and then Joey's going to hit it with the torch, stamp it, and bada bing, into the annealing oven. Zibonki.
Beautiful. This is super sparkly, folks. I don't think I've seen anything this sparkly.
Would you say it's double sparkly?
It might be more sparkly than the water bottle aisle at Target. I don't know if you guys have ever walked through the Target water bottle aisle, but holy cow.
I can't say I do that often.
What?
I can't say that I do that often.
Oh, gosh, that was a nice one. I love it. I don't feel as bad as when I came in. I was feeling a little stressed when I saw those tasty pieces Jake and those guys made. But now I'm feeling a little bit better. Let's come on over here to the feature item table. We're going to talk about maybe the giveaway piece from last week.
Question, product, giveaway.
All right, I've been prepped perfectly, folks. This here is the giveaway that Jake and these guys made last week when Michelle and I were out of town in Austin, Texas. This thing is a true pumpkin wine, stemless pumpkin wine glass. It's got the 3 gorgeous iridescent gold leaves on them, all trimmed out perfectly and sculpted. There's the GA stamp, and it's comfortable in the hand. Woo-wee. I think this will be a good one to put in the freezer and then pour some like room temperature white Chardonnay in there, and it would chill it really nicely, and you could be like, ooh, tasty for that, sitting by the fire on your driveway while the kids are trick-or-treating. Very nice. Someone's going to win that. Now we got all this other good stuff here, you guys, and I'm telling you, this is the first I've looked at it, and it's looking amazing, and I can tell you what I made on here very easily, and there's not much. I made these 2, and that's it. I don't think I made this guy. Maybe, though. But these guys are pumped, man. They're doing all kinds of good stuff. I got to pick out this one as my favorite, Chris's favorite, number 10. Check this out. Can you get in on that? I mean, that is the Adventurine mixed with some other color that Jake looks like maybe emerald green with a little bit of that Adventurine, and it's beautiful. And you see how the blue becomes opalescent in certain areas, but it stays transparent in the handle. That just is one of a kind, man. And this is a nice piece because it's not too big. That's perfect for, like, I mean, anyone who's not, like, consuming a lot of liquid at one time. That's a perfect size. I bet you that thing, I'd put money on it, that's probably, I'm going to say 17 ounces, I say. That's a 17 ouncer. That's number 10. But now, hey, we're stepping over into big boy territory. This one's out of the blue, too, number 12, and that's a gorgeous one, too. Look at the slimline foot on there. Jeez, oh, Pete's. I can't stop him from getting better, you guys. He's doing an amazing job, my boy. Look at this handle. So this is the same color handle as number 10, except one's struck and one's not. So one's opaque, opalescent, and the other one's transparent. That is super tight. And the reasoning for that is how many times you reheat it. When you reheat a color, it stays transparent. That's a striking color, but it actually realigns the particle structure so it becomes opaque. Super, super cool, but this has got a great pattern to it. That's a beautiful mug. Super comfortable. I mean, for somebody with my size hands, that's a nice mug, number 12. We got the Cherry Pop Special going on, number 7, guys. That thing is right about ready to jump off the shelf with that silver black optically twisted rope handle with a, did I make this? I don't think I did, but it sure has looked nice. Look at that handle. The watery thirst provoker button, crystal water droplet thumb bit with the gold ruby crackle top with the silver black rope handle. That thing is right up there on them. That's a nice item right there. So those are my first 3 tasty ones that I like. But let's go back. Looks like we got some sets here. Number 1, we got the Tim Burton Special with a sweet chain style mug looking really tasty with a great pedestal Venetian foot, which holds it up so you can see it with its own matching shot glass, guys. Come on, that's number 1. Number 4 is the same thing. We got a shot glass with this beautiful tumbler, which these things can be used for just about anything. That's nice. Another shot glass, drinking glass, mug combo, number 3. If you're new, you might not know about the tornado cups, but these guys are super tasty. They're the switchbacks where you, kind of like in blacksmithing, you have it twisted one way, and then you're bringing it back and twisting it the other way. So you get a really gorgeous pattern. I got a cupboard full of these guys. I mean, I just fell in love with them when I kind of started doing them, so that it came up with the idea. But what else? We got a nice set of recycled crackle glasses over here that are looking good, number 9. I think there's going to be more time for us to go over things. What I do want to remember to tell you guys is that for anyone who doesn't know, this is the giveaway. We're giving this away tonight, but the way you win the giveaway, we're going to be making one tonight, and we're going to give that one away. And the only way that you can win it is by answering the question of the night. And tonight's question is, are there any themes or topics you want to see in our virtual pumpkin show on October 17th? What did you enjoy from past shows? Enter the win. If you don't know about the virtual pumpkin show on October 17th, that's a really good thing. Michelle, can they find out all that information online?
We have just put the ticket online. Attention VIP members.
I thought you were trying to hold it up in between us. Don't move.
You get a free ticket.
Lean into it.
Bess has already downloaded your contact information, and you'll be getting it. So it's a link. We just got it online tonight. If you want to support us, the October 17th, we're keeping our best pumpkins for the October 17th virtual. This is my super favorite. Jake was calling it lemonade. Grapefruit lemonade.
Grapefruit lemonade. I love the encased orange with the iridescence over it. So that one's going to be for sale, I hear. Even though it's your favorite.
Very something similar. We'll see. But we're setting aside our favorites, the big ones, the crazy ones, the weird ones, the ones that are really unique and exciting.
Yeah, because if you guys don't know the process, we don't use any molds. When we make pumpkins, we make a lot of pumpkins. When we make them, we do big production runs all day long, 8-10 hours a day, 2 benches. And the next day, it's like you don't know when the juices are flowing just right. And you know, and both these guys, Matt and Joey, can tell you this because they do production pumpkins. You might go through the first 10 pumpkins and they're going real nice, but then all of a sudden everything just like starts working just right. And the next 5 pumpkins are just really working out. So when we unload the annealer the next day, there's always that tasty one that whoever was gaffing at that time, they take it out of there and they got it. And they're like, this thing is the best. You know, and we set those aside for the virtual show. We used to do the show. It was a VIP show in the studio here. And we used to go and sell tickets for people to come in and get first pick of pumpkins. But we decided to switch it over to virtual so that people can get an opportunity to get the best pumpkins, even if they don't come to the studio. So make sure you check out the October 17th virtual pumpkin show, which happens right before our weekend big unveiling show. Now, back to the glass blowing.
So
Joey.
that table will go live in 2 minutes. I'll be posting the link in the chat when that does go live.
Really? It wasn't live? Dang, I thought it was live.
It goes live in 2 minutes.
2
6:30.
minutes. Well, there you go, guys. 2 minutes.
Hello, everybody. Say hi to... Oh, he's not going to let me do it. The man behind the camera. And the lady behind the tech support.
That's
Hey-o.
Matt, guys. All right. Well, Joey, I'm thinking maybe you should blow something.
I could totally do that.
I mean, I kind of feel like...
We got to, like, swap out. Everybody's got to get a turn.
Exactly. I want you
Gotta
to definitely
rotate.
make something. And it's up to Matt. If you want to stay on the camera, Matt, I can bring some bits to him. Or if you want to bring bits and I jump on the camera, it's completely up to you. What do you want to do?
I don't care. Let's get it done.
All right. You're doing it then. I'm
He's
on
doing
the
it.
camera, guys.
He's doing it,
and
folks.
Matt's up there with Joey. They're going to be doing a tasty treat. What do you make?
We're going to make a wine glass.
Oh, wine glass. I like it.
Oh, yes.
Is that stemless?
Is this a stemless wine glass?
No.
So you mean to say a stemmed wine glass? I like it.
I didn't
Out of the
think,
blue too, right?
Yeah, I didn't think that not saying that implied that there was no foot.
No,
Well, I don't know. This isn't goblet night, so I didn't know.
Exactly, Joey.
Oh,
No,
boy.
but he is making it out of the blue, everybody, and you know what that means. Like I said before, the blue is tasty. The blue is rare, and tonight's the night for doing all blue glass, even the giveaway.
Have any idea what the chemistry mixture on this color might be, Chris?
I have no idea, except that I know there's copper in it for sure, because before it strikes, it's copper blue, and it's a gorgeous copper blue.
Oh, yeah.
So the striking agent that's in there, if I wanted to find that out, I'd have to call 2 people.
I might know one of them.
I'd call Fred Sittig, who's an amazing guy who knows about everything you need to know about glass. He worked for us for a long time now. He's a pizza connoisseur, pizza maker. And then Jeff Mack, who's in Corning, New York. He works for Corning Glass, and he's an unbelievable glass blower. If you look him up, you'll be blown away for sure.
Oh,
But
yes.
those guys could tell you what the makeup is of what exact things are in certain colors. Me, I know how to mix like maybe 4 or 5 colors, and none of them are opal colors because that's just real tough to do.
Joey, somebody asked if you're making a crackle wine glass.
Nope. That would be cool, though. Should we? We still could. It wouldn't be, what do you think? Yeah? Crackle it, or should we make it clean? I was thinking about
What
just
color
doing
are
nice
you using?
blue,
Okay.
or tank blue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's just keep it nice. Go ahead,
And I don't know, I'm
blow,
not going to be planting
blow,
any
blow, blow, blow.
seeds in Joey's brain because that's easy to do when you're watching somebody blow glass.
Blah, 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 blah,
Tell
blah,
him some
blah, blah,
ideas,
blah, blah,
but
blah,
it's
blah.
going to be completely up to him to what color choices
Good.
he used. He did go for an all clear, beautiful,
Blue.
silky blue looking top
All
of the
right.
wine glass.
Avolio.
And he's kind of deciding right now with Matt what's going down.
We're gonna make a nice wine glass.
So,
It
you
doesn't.
guys, I know we don't do this a lot because we got a lot of people who are regulars, but I like talking about the equipment and talking about all the different tools that we use. But basically, the big equipment's nice. He's got a nice gather right there he's bringing to him. But that heat source that Matt just went into, that's called a glory hole. And it's pretty cool. And a lot of times people laugh about it being called a glory hole. But the reality of it is that it's called
Flash
a
real
glory hole because it was the glory to the glass factories. When the glass factories in the mid-1800s were being developed, they had big furnaces with only several openings
One
on
sec.
them,
One
and they
sec.
could never turn those off. But when they learned that they could create these exterior heat sources that they could turn on in the morning and turn off at night, and they didn't have to burn all night long, and they could have 50 glass blowing benches with 50 glass blowers who just fed off the big tank, and then they went back and to their bench and worked over there, like Steuben, those type of companies, even Fenton. That was the glory. So they called them glory holes. So he's putting the connection point that's going on between the stem of the goblet and the foot. Generally, it's called an ovolio, but there are other connection devices you can use. An ovolio is an Italian transition point between the cup and the stem and the foot. But
What are some other names, Chris?
the connector device,
Matt,
that's a
Battle.
real technical one. The connector, Joey.
The connector.
Yeah, the connector.
On. Press. Press. Real hard.
But I don't
Hard,
think that there are any, like when you're talking about
Good.
Scandinavian glass, you're talking about South American glass, you're talking about a lot of different continents, Asian glass, Egyptian glass. I don't think they
Adventuring.
named their transition
Take
points. It really wasn't
piece, just
until
bring it, we'll
the
shape it off of the
Venetians
Evolio.
in Italy on the island
Smaller.
of Milano started to really start using
Just-
their parts to make
Just like
their
them.
pieces one of a kind. I mean, at one point in time, the master glass blowers of Venice where you could tell which master made which piece of stemware by their Evolio. They had signature style Evolios. It's pretty sweet. You're doing multiple balls in the stem?
No, I was just kind of showing people what different Evolios might look like.
All right. This is looking real nice.
If
If anybody has any questions, put them inside the chat. Bessel, tell them to me because I'm standing right next to her. I think that table probably went live, didn't it?
Table went live, so I posted the link in the chat, and I have it on a QR code up on the screen.
Nice.
I'm also posting the warmer upper chalice right now as well, and that'll be up in a second.
That sounds good.
Yeah,
I
drop
really
it in
got
the mold
warmed up
first.
on that one. That was a tasty one.
It was very
I think I
nice.
was warmed up beforehand. I think looking at Jake's piece got me all warmed up.
You were all inspired.
The ones in the back that him and I made?
Yeah, you guys, those ones I was talking about. I'll go over and grab one of them and show you what it looks like, guys.
Yeah, let's take a look.
I'm going to go grab it and be right back. I'm not hooked up to anything.
Actually, this is going to be fun the way we're going to do this, folks. I'm going to have Matt take this optic bit, stretch it
I
kind
don't
of
know.
like a snake. I'm going to
If I
cut
show
both
these,
ends. We're going to stick it
put them on.
right here
What
on
is
the
it?
end.
Oh, so that's where you got your inspiration from.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Very
look at
nice.
the cracker, but let me show these guys. He's
We-
working on the stem right now, but check
Got the
this out,
optics.
guys. Here's one that Jake and Joey made. And that thing is about as tight as it gets. Look at that adventurine bottom.
12 point or
That's
20.
a single coat. Mine was a double coat, but
Either
it's got
of
a
those,
rosetta
12 or
around the
20.
bottom. It's got the
And
blue
we're
with
just
the
gonna
nice
stretch it
crackle
into like
up
a
top.
rope a little bit. Stick it
That
in the
is
middle.
a nice piece.
Chop it on either side so I can
That's a
swirl it around
sweetie.
itself.
And then this is the other one, which is the bolatone with a little bit of a dip on the bottom, and it's got a rosetta on the bottom. Look at that guy.
So grab the diamonds.
You can see what mine's going to
Stretch
look
it a little
like.
bit. Let it hang.
But that's got that tasty adventurine sparkle.
But
Oh,
if you need to chill
boy.
the end, you can chill the end real quick.
I don't know. If anybody thinks they want to
Just kind of
have
swing
one
it
of
out
these
first.
pieces or
That'll
either
help
one of
stretch
them
it,
put
and then just bite
online,
and get a
let me know
nice
and I
swirl.
can
Doesn't have
tell
to be any
Beth to
particular
do the
diameter.
deal, guys.
I can work my magic.
She could work her magic and get it on there for you. Jake will probably be like, what? I wanted those to go to the Ren Fair and be sold. But, hey, we could sell them tonight. Why not?
Bite some of that off. All right, Matt's going to turn around so the camera can see him.
Look at this. He's pulling it out.
Gonna stretch it now. Maybe give it another heat. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Swirl, 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 swirl.
Twist that puppy. Twist, twist. There it is.
All right, go ahead and stick it on about halfway and get ready to chomp. Vertical, vertical.
Nice.
Something like that.
So just like glue, when the glass is hot, it sticks on itself, you guys, and that just stuck on it. All Joey had to do was get it hot enough on the bottom of that Avolio to stick on there. Hey, Matt, when I'm doing it, can I just grab it right here and zoom? Just push up, pull down, and I don't have to do anything? Oh, yes. Look at this, you guys. Now I'm getting to be an expert. I don't want to ring people up on the register, and I rarely get on the camera, but I'm on the camera now. And
You want to collab on this? You want to do this section? Or do you want me to do this
So that
and you want to
chalice
do the
is
next
not live.
section? Or
nice. Did
you
my
wanna just keep
warmer
bringing
upper?
bits?
Yes.
Sweet.
I've got the QR code up on the screen
I'm just
and
trying
the
to, like,
link
tuck this
posted
in on
in the
itself, like
comments.
snail style. Or,
Well, someone's going to get that tasty
We'll
one.
see
Tuck
what
either
happens.
side
A lot
in.
of people have had some quick fingers recently. So
Oh, yeah. This is looking pretty sweet what he's doing, you guys. He's really getting fancy.
bring me another one now. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, opposing. Yeah. That'd be sweet, man. Let's do it.
Just when you thought Matt was going to reach up and grab that thing with his hands, he held back and didn't do it, you guys.
Grab me another one. Woo! Way to go, Matt, for not burning yourself. I like it.
Very nice.
So what we're doing is stacking mustaches.
Oh.
That's the best way I could describe this, except we're doing it upside down.
Well, let
And
me
it's
get up here.
A funky mustache. It's not a perfect mustache.
Nice.
It's been working on it. And this piece is going to basically represent the process of growth.
I like it.
You know, as a mustache grows.
You look, you're working your beard out a little bit here, Joey.
It is getting cold. You know, November's coming up, Chris.
November's coming up, but it's still kind of warm here in November.
Not lately. It's been chilly.
Year.
This is also my favorite time of year.
I can wear jeans, I could wear shorts, I could wear a hoodie, I could wear a t-shirt, I could curl up with a blanket, I could not. It's perfect.
It sounds like a rap song.
A very
Yeah.
bad rap song.
So we got Matt going into the mold again. Is that another adventurine one?
Oh, yes.
Very nice, very nice. He's going into the mold.
I'm trying to get this blue to strike out a little bit, too. I like the really kind of milky tones that comes from the color.
It'll strike eventually. When you go to open it up, it'll strike for sure.
Gonna
So
do
he's
some-
got the twist going here, folks.
I'm also going to try and keep this pretty short. I noticed that these goblets tend to get pretty big, pretty quick.
I concur. Keeping it short's the way to go.
Jump the
So you
top a little
guys,
bit.
the 17th of October, our virtual pumpkin show.
Spin it.
If you're not coming into town, and even if you are coming into town and coming to the show,
Oop,
if
that's-
you're somebody who wants to get
other way,
the tastiest of all tasties,
All right,
that's
good.
the show you want to be on. The virtual show, and we make it real easy to get the one you want. It's going to be great. We have an amazing day. About how long is it? Do we know how long that show is going to be, Bess? Did you talk about it?
As far as I know, it's going to
Give me-
be
give me
around
heat.
the length of a
Give me
normal show, which is
I know,
about
I know. I just-
2-ish
there's-
hours. It could be a little longer depending on how the show runs.
Nice. Sounds good. I like it. Well, it's pretty easy. All you guys do is sign in. I think we're going to start. Michelle said something about starting our regular show.
Yep.
And then once our regular show starts, at a certain point, we're going to switch over to a private ticketed show only.
Yep, we'll be switching at about 6:30, and once that switches, to be able to see the rest of the show and be able to see those special products, you'll have to buy a ticket to get in.
Yeah, and if you pre-buy them, that's good because then we email you a code, right? And that
Yep.
code gets you into the show, which is super sweet. So just make sure you take care of that. We still got plenty of time.
And
October
Carol-
17th.
Carol mentioned that she loves being a VIP because the VIPs get free admission to the show.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Then you don't have to worry. Maybe I guess all the VIPs get the code, just gets sent to them automatically, right? Nice. And being a VIP is what? Being
It's amazing.
a YouTube
basically a subscriber
Subscriber.
to us on YouTube.
a subscriber
What's that,
to us on
$5 a
YouTube.
month?
$5 a month.
Doll
Jeez,
hairs.
what a deal!
You guys.
Support goes straight to us. You
All right.
get your name in the
$5 a
end
month.
credits.
Grab me a blue
And
bit.
you get
We'll
your
do a
names
turkey
in the
leg.
credit. This is looking pretty sweet, Joe. I like it. You and Matt are doing a great job. I'm zooming in on it right now so everyone can see. He's got a double Venetian curl, aka
The
the
stash.
Venturine mustache.
What's a famous person's mustache?
And
Who's
now
the
you're going to put a bit on there that you're going to turn into a transition point, right?
Yes. Matt's
So
gonna-
when you let that drop
bit bigger.
into that, Joey,
yes.
you should let it drop and ooze and then flatten it a little so it secures itself. You know how sometimes when I pick up harps, I put it on and I squeeze it with a tweezer
Squeeze 'em.
so you get a little bit of a bigger connection point in between those two curls?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Okay. Let's try that.
Remember the question, too, guys,
Matt.
to win the raffle
Bring it out
item that
front.
we're giving away tonight. Are there any themes or topics you want to see on our virtual pumpkin show on October 17th? What are they? What are some of the thoughts? I mean, in-depth demonstrations of how to make certain pumpkins. That's a cool one. I think behind the scenes, cool equipment descriptions and things like that are pretty sweet.
And Chris, do you remember where they're supposed to send their answers to?
Just build
They
off of this.
send their answers to enews@glassacademy.com.
Let me
And
get-
for
let me
all
get
you
this,
robots
like,
out there, all you
cool off.
AI
Have
bots,
you grab a fresh
you
bit in
didn't
a
hear
second.
that. But it's enews@glassacademy.com. You send the answer to that question, any of the suggestions. The biggest thing about this is we're giving you guys a free item, raffling it off to you because we want to hear your opinions. And if that motivates you guys to send us
No,
some
this is gonna
answers
be
to a
what
question
the
that helps
portfolio
us,
goes
it's a
on to.
great thing. And it makes you think about what we're doing because it's really important. You know, if you know what we're doing, you appreciate what we're doing, and you
I'm not gonna
understand
be
it,
able to get in
and
there.
it's a cool thing. Did I mention Jake had the night off tonight? He's got the night off. He hasn't been hiding. He's not here, guys.
We've had a couple people notice in the comments that Jake was missing tonight.
Yeah, he went over to Michelle's parents' house.
He did.
We went over there to hang out with them, visit with them. We've recently,
Yeah.
in the last 6 months, moved them up
Medium-sized
here from
portfolio
Florida,
bit.
and they're living here right in Dearborn in a beautiful spot, and it's totally nice having them in the hood. A lot of times they watch. I know Otto, Michelle's dad, tries to watch a show every Tuesday night. He tunes in on his TV. He's got a smart TV with YouTube on it. If I watched more TV, I'd get a smart TV. But I don't. So I'm still working with the tube, the knob and tube one. My remote's like the size of a toaster, and it makes a big noise when I hit the button. It like goes boing. When you're trying to switch stations.
Chris.
That's an old one. These guys don't remember that either, guys.
I'm older than them.
But you don't remember that, do you? The remote that had like a button that had a big piece of metal as a spring, and you go, and there was a clamp-on gear that you bolted onto the front of your TV that hooked onto the channel switcher. So that was what made you be able to have a remote.
Yeah, I'm not that old.
And
My
you hit
grandpa
the button, and it go doing.
That sounds like something you got in the
One of the
Flintstones.
old school
Battle again.
3-color projector TVs, though.
Oh yeah, with the pull-down dealio.
Yep.
Oh,
So I do remember those.
those were pimp. Only the pimp
All right,
people had
we're done
those.
on the blue foot. A blue foot.
All right, we're going for a matching blue foot here, guys. Joey, after you give it a flash, come show these guys up close. They need
Okay.
to see it, man. I'm not getting in too close. I'm scared to get by the heat. Even though it was pretty nice, you know, it is going to get warm here in Michigan next week, guys. Going to get back up into the high 80s, mid 80s next week.
I kept my pool open. I'm hoping for one more good pool weekend,
Oh,
and then we'll see
yeah.
after that.
Monday morning, I went and jumped in the lake, and it was pretty cold. It was only about 49 degrees out, and I'm telling you, it was nice in the lake. Ooh, I got you, Joey. Let me zoom in on that puppy. Okay, look at that, you guys. Starting to strike a little bit. Still on the rod, the blowpipe, but
Hold on.
we got Matt over here gathering up a foot that he's going to drop. And at that point, Joey's going to be straightening it out, chilling it out, punting it up, and going to town. I see a couple pieces
Flash
off the
real quick.
table are gone,
No. All right, just
but I
bring
know
it.
number 10 isn't been gone yet because it's not there yet. It's still there. Number 10 and 12, those are the rare ones.
Number 11 is cool because it's very similar to one of the glasses from the Michigan room, but it's kind of in between a tumbler and a rocks glass. It was a one-off that they were attempting.
Oh, number 11, that is. I'm gonna go and show that after we get done with Joey's piece here. But number 11 is a tasty one. When we did do the unveiling of the Michigan room, you guys, the Michigan room is our new event space that the bar is going to be tied on very, very closely to. But when we had that party here several weeks ago, the guys created these glasses that were signature glasses. We did some highball glasses and we did some blue rocks glasses. And the color pattern was all about the Great Lakes because that's what the Michigan room is themed around is the Great Lakes. We're in Michigan.
Flash.
We got 5 unbelievable lakes that are some of the best lakes in the world. And we're surrounded by them. So for any of you folks that are from
Need a
out-of-towners who are enjoying our show, you should come visit Michigan. You should come check out the Great Lakes. And, I mean, the closest ones to us here, we're right on the Detroit River, but the closest lake would be Lake St. Clair. You could probably see Lake Erie is probably within an hour. Matt, would you say you could get to Lake Erie in an hour?
I think so.
So you could get to Lake Erie, which is just south of us. Lake Michigan is going to take you about 3 hours to get to. Lake Superior is going to take you about 5 hours to get to. Lake Ontario, you got to go into Canada to get there. Because that's right below south of Toronto. But it's just nice, you guys.
Got to equalize real quick. This top's so cold.
Vicky said her dog's collar used to jingle and it would change the channel.
Oh, I like that. That'd get frustrating, though.
A little bit.
Be like, lay down.
Yeah.
I missed the best part. And there was no TiVo probably when that was
Yeah.
happening.
Did you guys see the Northern Lights last night?
What was it?
The Northern Lights?
No.
They're supposed to be visible from Detroit.
Thanks for the text
I
reminder,
have a
Joey.
The
friend who
Dearborn
saw
app
them.
provides it. Thank you very much.
Shave.
Yeah, I have a friend who lives in Northville and she saw them last night.
Gosh, one more time. You're good
Well,
on temperature.
that means we could see him tonight, right? It usually
theory.
happens multiple days in a row.
If you're lucky.
If you're lucky. That's right.
Based on all the electricity in the air, we might be.
There has been a lot of electricity with all these crazy storms and stuff.
Yeah.
When I was swimming on Monday morning in the lake, I was like, nobody was there. I'm like, this is perfect. I'm in my underwear. Got a bottle of shampoo. I'm going to shower it up. And I'm getting ready to walk in the lake. And all of a sudden, this convertible Jaguar squealing into the dirt parking lot. And this guy who's like 90-year-old, get out. And he just comes right to me. He's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm swimming. And he starts talking to me about all this stuff. And he was telling me about hydrogen cells and everything. He's talking to me for like 20 minutes. So I'm standing with my underwear. I'm like, come on, dude, let me get in the water.
He just had some things to tell you, Chris. Come on now.
He did. I was like, this guy, he was a really cool guy. Don't get me wrong, but he did catch me right in the perfect spot. So they punted it up, you guys, which that rod that Joey's got in his hand is the punty rod. And Matt gathered up the perfect amount of glass on there. and Joey attached it to the bottom, a very tiny little
Push that door
attachment.
closed for
So
me.
it's barely held on. It's real important to make sure that you barely attach it because especially with that fragile double mustachicus stem. Exactly. Well, you guys both have a mustache, so does that mean that one of those mustaches was yours, Matt? And one of those is Joey's?
That's definitely what that
Yeah. Yeah.
Bess, do you have a mustache?
No mustaches over here.
All right. So he's heating up the top. Most likely this piece is going to strike a little bit. And like I said before, striking is when that color particle action rearranges itself and becomes an opaque instead of a transparent. And it's a really beautiful thing when it's a graduated color. Matt, send me one of those, hand me one of these guys right behind you, and I'll show them it again to see the striking on it. See that blue right here, guys, on the top, how it's transparent? In the middle, it turns opaque, and then down on the bottom, it starts to turn transparent again where that rosette is at. Oh, boy. Dropping tools.
Better than dropping glasses.
That's right.
Speaking of my safety glasses that I was wearing this morning in my home studio, I sat down, and one of the arms, or whatever they call them,
It's a temple.
Came
Yeah.
off?
Yeah, it just like fell off, and I was looking for the screw, and it's just nowhere to be found.
Hey, Joey, you know what's really cool? I know somebody who works full-time in
You know,
optical.
I was only bringing this up for the sole purpose that that person might recognize my issue and help me find a solution.
If you bring them to me, I will fix them for you.
She's probably got a massive pack of eyeglass nuts and bolts.
I don't actually at home because I just always have them at the office.
Well, you don't keep your repair kit with you at all times?
No, there's so many different size screws. I would need to keep everything with
Like
me.
a wheelbarrow full. That's a lot.
It would weigh me down.
I'm rather disappointed that you don't have them with you, especially because I don't even have the glasses with me.
Well, if you had brought them, I could fix them.
Flaring
If you bring them
open.
this weekend, I can fix them.
Looking good, flaring it open. Got a real graceful feel to it.
So we've got somebody named Corey in the comments who I've seen comment a couple of times tonight. It must be a newer viewer, but one, he said he's very excited to come and take his first class soon. And two, he says if the glass breaks, are you able to reuse the broken pieces?
Yeah, we just eat it. It's good nutrition for our bellies.
do it all together.
Yep.
Well, normally, you guys, for years and years and years and years, glass just got thrown away and never got recycled when it was broken, especially because if you added color. If you were only blowing clear glass, you could reuse the clear and throw it into your clear crystal tank, mix it in with the raw material, and just like they do when they recycle steel and things like that, you got to make sure you have a certain percentage, about 25% of already pre-melted glass. But we did discover probably around 15 or 20 years ago that if we took every one of our knockoffs from doing production in the studio, and a lot of times other studios, we would get their knockoffs because we were going through a lot of it. But you take all those knockoffs and waste on the ground that mix colors in, and you melt them in a certain tank. And we've got an extra tank, that one back over there on the right there, you see. That's a recycle tank, and it's got blue in it right now because we're running the blue and not recycle, but the opal blue. But it comes out to be a gorgeous, transparent aqua blue because all the precious minerals that make all the different colors all burn out except for the cobalt. And the cobalt is just such a strong mineral that it stays in there and the glass doesn't become clear again. Some other cool facts, you guys, about colored glass. For literally many years, when you bought sheet glass, you could get sheet glass with an optical side color of green or blue. And it all depended on where they were mining the silica sand. And if the silica sand had a slight copper base element in it, we would get a blue tint on the sheet glass. But if it had a iron content in it, you'd have a green optic. So it wasn't really until the last 50 years that they discovered how to put a whitener in and have pure white, no color sheet glass for your windows, coffee tables, things like that. That's a cool little glass fact.
Chris hitting you with the facts.
He's putting the finishing touches on this gorgeous looking goblet, guys.
One more heat and I'll come show you.
He got the stamp on it, so I know it's been signed by the GA stamp. So what are you doing now?
I'm gonna come show you.
You're going to show us? All right. Very nice.
This iron is rather warm.
And we do know that you're going to be going in front of the Blue Man wall. That's looking really nice, Joey.
Thanks, man.
It's a beaut. You, Matt, tearing it up. I like it.
Suzanne asked, can you recycle glass after it's been in the annealer?
Straighten it one more time.
You can recycle glass, Suzanne, after it's been in the annealer. You can just throw it right in the bucket and recycle it, especially, like I said earlier, especially if it's clear. But even if it's colored, I mean, sometimes we have things that don't make it out of the annealing oven. Just because it went into the annealing oven doesn't mean it's going to be coming out of the annealing oven in one piece. Sometimes it hasn't, the glass hasn't been equalized. For example, the piece that Joey's working right now, I mean, just off the top of my head, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of glass added on individually on that goblet. And all 8 pieces of those glass need to be the same temperature when it goes into the annealing oven. If they're not, and one's hotter or colder, if that foot's a little colder, that's where the punny's attached, it won't make it. And you think about that thing going into the heat source. When the goblet goes into the heat source, the mouth of the cup goes in first, the foot goes in last, and the foot comes out first. So the foot is always colder than the top. Oh boy, guys, check it out. He totally got it to come off perfectly, Joey. Nice job. And you know what? It's not just about Joey. Matt brought an amazing punty.
Matt did a wonderful.
If Matt would have brought him a punty the size of a bowling ball, it would have never came off. But I can tell you what, he wouldn't have done that because Joey wouldn't have took it. And he brings too many good punties to Jake all day long that he wouldn't be bringing any bad punties.
Woo! Not too shabby, folks. What do you guys think of that one?
It was pretty cool.
That was gorgeous, Joey.
Reminds me of the one that Jake and Oliver out at the Renfest and I were making Saturday. It was a fun evening.
Why don't you guys, since you've both been out there, why don't you tell these guys what goes on out at the Michigan Renaissance Festival? Because we got how many more weeks left?
We got 2 more weekends. Basically, it's a whole bunch of fun. We get all dressed up and put on a show. We make all sorts of custom orders. We let you guys come in there and hassle us, and we hassle you, and we also have a great time. We give away free glass. We've got a whole booth full of beautiful items. What you got, Matt?
Lots of shenanigans go down. Come and see us. It's lots of fun.
It is fun out there, you guys. It's a good time. If you're anywhere in the area, you got to make a road trip over to visit us. 2 more weekends. The Royal Glassmakers. We're all pimped out, Renaissance clothes, getting crazy.
Or ride your one wheel into town, or your jetpack, whatever you got.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to go over to the table one more time and give you guys a little time just to organize whatever you got to organize. But I'm over here. Matt, you want to take over on the camera and I'll explain some of the goodness here? Again, maybe I'll be over from this side. We know this is the giveaway. This is the one that Bess was talking about. That was one of the pieces from, this is a tight piece. I'm telling you, I would almost bet it was a mold-blown piece. But you know it's not because the thing is so tight. It's like, I know it's not a mold-blown piece because we don't have a mold, but this is the one that's one of the signature Michigan Room pieces with that gorgeous color pattern, you guys. Look at that. And this isn't your ordinary rocks glass. This guy's kind of like a little extendo. Look at it in my hand, and I got big hands. It's a tasty one with the gold seal, the GA. That one's number 11, and that is definitely on the collector's list.
Yep, I believe, like I said, that was a one-off. They were trying to make a rocks glass. It got a little taller, so we only have one in that size.
Yeah, there's always something that goes down when you're doing production glass, which means you're making a whole bunch of the same style pieces that you get a one-off. And a lot of times it's a technical term called end-of-the-day glass, too. It's like a lot of times in a lot of factories, including here, too, the end of the day, the gaffer who's been doing the production all day says, hey, to the assistant, you can go ahead and make something cool, whatever you want. You got the last hour or last half hour to make something. But I think this piece was done probably in the prototype stages, and it's a tight one, number 11. That's great. I didn't talk about number 5, but this thing is a gorgeous one. And I don't know. I think I made this one. I know I made this one. That's a beautiful orange and yellow worm pattern going on around the outside. Nice looking Rosetta foot out of that iridescent color with a matching dragon back on the handle. That guy's good. And I like the size. That one and this other number 10, the size is just unbelievable, you guys. But we got a nice Van Gogh, a pink and purple Van Gogh with the purple, the perp on the thumb bit. That's a nice one. All these mugs are really nice. And you got the combos. Number 3, number 4, and number 1 are all pairs, shot glass mug matches. And then number 2 is that pair of tornadoes. So you guys, that's enough of that. We got to blow more glass.
We've got that wine glass that Matt and Joey just made, posted and ready for sale.
Yep. And they heard that, so I don't have to repeat it, right?
Correct. I have a mic on.
Sounds good. Yeah. Let's do it. I do need a glass of water, man. Jeez. Boy, we'll take a water break sometime soon. But I'm getting ready to do something here.
When I do housekeeping, you guys can have a water break.
All right, that sounds good. Oh, yeah. Why don't I do that? Let me tell everybody about that. You want to tell them about me, too?
You want to start and I'll talk about it?
Well, all right. I guess as soon as I fix my ear mic.
He's been having mic problems today.
I got little ears.
I got to do the other mic around my head. That one didn't work for me. All right, guys, welcome to the Gathering Point. If you're new, you can see we don't blow glass the whole time. Kind of chat up some other things we got going on. Guys are setting up. What we're going to do now is this kind of crazy piece. It's a little bit of a how-to. Chris is going to make a mug, and then we're going to add 4, 5, 10, 14 handles to it. The reason that we're doing that is we do an event called Happy Hour, and we want to talk about different I'm guessing I'm the only mic that's talking right now.
Mic back on now, folks, because I was talking to Joy about the handles I want. Michelle told you about this thing, and I think just for like the palette or the body of the thing, I'm going to do an optically twisted, out of the blue, tasty core vessel.
It is about the handles, so don't distract with the body. The body.
I'm not.
Well, a twist cup is kind of distracting.
That's not distracting.
It is.
Well, when you blow yours, blow it without optics. I was just swinging the pipe, guys, because I wanted this thing to lengthen out so I could get it into the mold. And the glass cooled off. This glass cools off pretty quickly, the blue. So I got to get it nice and narrowed down to get into the mold. Plus, I've never blown a twist cup out of this blue yet.
Wow.
No? I haven't. I mean, I think, I don't know how many pieces I've made out of that blue. I think this was like the third one.
I know you made at least one. I didn't say it was a good one.
Oh. Out of the blue?
Yeah, it was fastest twist cup you guys did.
Oh, when I won that? All right.
With your
That's
faulty
right.
cup.
I forgot about that. By 2 seconds.
With your faulty wobbly cup, yes.
Mm-hmm. Hey, it passed, and I won. Danger. So into the mold. These twist cups, this is very traditional for glass blowers to compete doing twist cups, but just even to test your own skills, to make sure that you're keeping your skills tight. Tiny little ball on the end. So you get the use of all that glass. And with this glass, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go for a softer twist. Sometimes, especially with this 12-point mold, a softer twist is, to me personally, a little bit more beautiful than a super tight one. Well, how do you like them?
I think tight, twist, okay. I think that beautiful too. I think the tender twist might be difficult.
Blow. Keep going.
Kinda nice. I can see the inflation.
Blow. Nice and hard. Keep going. Keep going. Come on, give it to me. Nice.
Be able to watch it when it's on the screen.
Oh, that's cool. Blow. Nice. I think I'm just going to go flat. I'm going to flatten it real tight. I'm going to do a paddle. I'm going to have Matt paddle and you cap it. And we'll put a Maurice on it because we want it to make it. We don't want it to be too thin down there after putting all those handles on. You know?
Yeah, it's about the handles. It's not about a thin, delicate.
Well,
twist
yeah, I
look.
mean, it's about the handles for sure. That's why I made this real simple, straightforward tumbler.
Thick,
Whoa.
so it
Whoa.
doesn't lose its shape.
I've been known to put a handle on a thin little item once in a while.
I know, but this is going to be passed around at happy hour, so make sure it's substantial.
Cap, yep, go on. Nice and hard. Keep going. Okay, off.
What you don't see is Joey's hand. There it is
Beautiful.
on the back end of the pipe.
Maurice, you can make a punny right
That
out of it.
allows none of the air to escape, so Chris can make it really tight. And as soon as they start adding handles, I'm going to jump in and film them up.
Kind of like this just as a twist cup. I want to keep it. It's a nice one.
You'll have your choice
What-
of handles to use from it.
How many handles, what type of handles do you guys know? An easy one is the gravity handle, but what else? The twist handle. We should give our handles some names. Dragon back.
The Schwickenhacker. It's one of Michelle's favorite handles, the Schwickenhacker. She loves it. It's the only kind she likes drinking out of. If you're lucky, I can get her to tell you about it, Michelle. The Schwickenhacker handle. Can you tell those guys about it?
I
Joey.
will tell them when you're making it.
Hey,
Mhm.
fancy move.
I'm on to you.
I guess so.
After 20 some years, I'm on to you. Pull that to someone else. All right, so give me an idea. Do you think you'll do 3 handles?
I'm
on
definitely doing 4, but we're going to maybe try to get as many as possible.
this? Well, you want them to stand out and look beautiful. It's a little thin. Too many handles, the thing might topple.
They've just got to be symmetrical.
Yep.
Shazam.
Shazam.
All right, we got a nice punny on there. I know the first one we're putting on is going to be an El Tradicional. That's a good one. Kind of
So
like
is that gravity or is that not
that's a
gravity?
gravity, and it's kind of like you'd call it like the plain old vanilla. Just a nice, good-looking, tasty handle.
So if we had a sushi manual or a sushi menu that they chose their handle,
This
which
is
one
plain.
would say vanilla or
Pla-
plain?
plain old vanilla.
Sushi,
Yeah.
vanilla or plain? Or is this like an
Alright.
ice cream?
If it's a menu for ice cream flavors,
Yeah. Second one's going to be dragon tail.
That's a flavor.
In the sushi book, it is.
Oh yeah, we're back to
It's just
sushi.
like yellowtail. I guess it's so good I don't even need a paddle.
You are so talented.
Just as a reminder, we have the chalice from the warmer upper posted. We also have the wine glass with the fun mustache stem. Everybody's been calling it posted as well. So those are both available and live on the website. And then we do still have items left from the table as well. So I've got the QR code up for the wine glass right now, but I am kind of cycling through those.
Oh, that was a quick bubble, man.
Nice puffer explosion. Take her down, Joey. Nice and small. Even if you have to take an extra reheat, you can a little bit if you like. But it looks pretty good, actually.
It's perfect.
Look at that fancy move. All right, guys. This is your traditional plain old vanilla gravity handle. Got my handle tool here ready. Got my shears ready. Joey's bringing it over. You're going to see how it goes down. These are pretty difficult because if you mess up, you ain't getting anything. And then you press it on, and you bring it out, and you give it some love. Look at that.
Is that clear or blue glass?
That's blue. We're going all blue. This is the blue night, man. So this is going to be, a little smaller. You got it. It's going into that optical mold on the right, Joey, probably. The bronze one.
And what version is this?
It's going to be the dragon tail.
Oh, I'm so sorry. My mic was on when I sneezed. Sorry, everyone.
I think Matt said he was going to bring the next two handles.
Oh, nice.
What?
All right.
I heard him say it. You guys might not have, but he speaks as loud as I do.
Leave it a little thicker.
He also doesn't have a mic on.
Yeah.
So there's a lot about timing with the handles.
I'd like you to go on
They're
that
talking
one
and
on the
they're
right
doing
up
stuff,
front.
but they're
Let me get
very
it for you.
aware of
Hold
each
on.
other's timing.
Closest to me?
I think you'll get into this one, won't you? I think
yeah.
so.
Chris decided he wanted a different mold.
Oh, yeah. Nice and narrow now, Joey. This one's a pretty cool one, you guys, the dragon tail. And what I learned over making hundreds of these things is that you really need to make it a lot longer than you think if you want to get the true dragon tail swoop. So here we go. Twist.
Press.
Stay. Whip it. Whoa.
See how quick you got to be?
No, don't touch, Joey.
Whoa.
Redo.
Never touch.
It's a hot one. Maybe it's not the dragon tail. Maybe it's the snake.
It's not the
gonna
dragon.
work. Just that blue, actually, I think it cools off so quickly that when I stuck it on there, it didn't stick. I brought it all the way over, stuck it on, so I got to work even quicker with this stuff because it's opal blue. I never did one of these with the opal blue, but I stuck it right on there, and when I spun it, it just came right off.
All right, take two.
Yeah, it's always a learner when you're working with these new colors, but it's all right. I'm going to get this puppy this time. I'm just going to have to work it a little bit quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. That one's looking good, Joey. All right, I got to do the same thing, but just way faster. It was moving so quick, wasn't it, Joey?
Yeah, but you held on to it, I think, at the low point a little
It's a
extra
little
second.
bit too long.
It's okay.
Twist. All right, pull up a little bit. Stop.
Yeah.
I like the blue because you can really tell the color where you're at
Yeah,
and how
we
much
got
time you have.
We got the dragon tail. See it, guys? How you get that little extra curl? Very nice. All right, now how about an ear?
Ear.
Here
And-
is a gravity handle.
Ears are good because it's kind of shaped like an ear, but also it's a AKA tankard handle.
What makes it a tankard handle, Chris?
Well, because when you do a tankard's a little bit of a lower, wider glass, and it is shaped connected closer in the middle, and then it comes up, goes down, and comes back up. So you can kind of get your
that?
three fingers in there.
Just three.
Because it's a smaller glass, but it holds just as much liquid, right, Joey?
Yeah.
So it's a heavy, small glass because it's got a lot of liquid in it.
Heavy from the liquids,
Correct.
not from the glass. We got Matt over here putting a bubble into our piece.
Beautiful. No more air. It's perfect. It's marble into a cylinder.
How many of you guys own a dragon tail handle piece? Any of you guys out there? Anybody? Just an FYI, I have no eyes on the chat. We're solely relying on Bess's confirmation of something, maybe anything.
Nobody's said anything to answer your question yet.
Those dragon tails were born, remember, in the Day of Thrones.
Yes.
We had a hot glass cold beer that was called the Day of Thrones. I'm ready.
Very nice.
And it was because we did glasses that were stay. Nice bit.
John asks, have you ever done a pineapple mold handle?
Oh yeah.
They're not as often because you do have to sit in that mold a little bit longer, which makes it kind of chill the piece. And we like to have the handles really hot, but they can be done.
Keep them coming.
Next one.
Yep. Next.
Edith says she has a dragon tail mug.
Heck yeah, Edith. Congratulations for joining
Exactly the
the
same
club.
one, but go in the mold.
William lets us too.
Woo! Yeah, the boy, William.
You got to give the chat a second to kind of catch up
Yeah.
to your questions.
I know. What do you guys think of these handles so far? Are we looking good?
How do you pick which one you want to use when you go to take a
Straight
drink?
optics, Matt.
The straight one
Don't
up
twist it.
closest to you. That little guy, you got it. We're probably going to get three more on there. Sorry, Matt. Now we're going to have to start adding some decorative dragon back action, thumb bits.
See if we can get a little bit better view over on this side as Matt applies it.
Dana Smith has a dragon tail mug.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Beautiful. Looking good. You're just going to get that hot.
I'm sorry, folks. I'm really trying to get that to focus.
Yep. Bring it. Straight up.
Everybody say hi to Michelle. Catch it, flip it, stick it, press it, roll it, and then give it a spin.
Man, that color, it's so nice on this to see the color change.
Real
Two
nice.
more.
Two more.
Yep.
Jeez.
Whew. Same style, but we're going to twist it, Matt.
Does anybody own a multiple handled beverage piece at all? That's another good question. Sorry for the awkward silence there. I was over reading messages.
That is a good question.
That is a good question.
Get in that
Maybe
one.
even like a goblet or a trophy that we've made, something with multiple handles or stems.
I feel like if it has 2 handles, it's more like a sippy cup.
A sippy
It is
cup.
like a sippy cup, the adult version.
Or more like a trophy.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Beth, are you stuck in childhood?
I am not.
Yeah.
Not feeling that baby fever.
No.
No sippy cup action here.
Nice and hot. You're bringing it out and hold it down as you come out. We're going to do a twist, okay? Is this the last one?
One more.
This one or one more after that?
You said
This is it, right?
Yeah, I mean,
6, 5. You got.
proportion wise.
You've got 4. That's 5 right now.
Twist. Stay.
Ah, as I'm doing this filming, I get a text that says, "Great show, everyone." All right, we appreciate that. Want to give a shout out to Aurora Gross. She just purchased her first home. Wah, wah, wah. If you came out to Art Speeds Meets, you saw her and her partner out there whooping it up with us. But congratulations, Aurora, on your new home.
Nice call on that, Joey, because when I was going to put it on, I couldn't tell if there was going to be enough room, and now there's plenty of room.
That's what I was kind of thinking. I was like,
know. Well, I think I said
maybe
two
it
more,
feels
but
slow down on the rotation for half a second. I could tell how many handles we got on there, and luckily was able to catch an eye on it.
I like that one. Went on real tasty.
So, Bess, anybody have 2 handles on their vessel of any sort?
Nobody said that they have, but
gonna
Sharon
come
Watch said that sometimes she needs
Okay.
to use 2 hands, so she might not mind one.
You know, mine should probably come with airbags. That's what I was thinking for mine next piece. That way, if you drop it or if you fall when you're using it,
No
there's a
optics.
lot less accidents that have the chance of happening.
It's an interesting
No
concept.
optics.
One time I went to a bachelorette party and there were tiny little inner tubes for your drink. You were supposed to put it in it to float in the pool, but everybody kind of just walked around with them, so that could kind of act like an airbag.
Aha. Playing bumper carts at a wedding. That's a good idea.
Icarus says that she has a champagne flute with 2 handles.
Ooh, there you go.
Nice. Let me get a, oh, you're give it take come out for let me take a flash and you can go back in.
Quick heat. Are we putting optics on this one?
Nope.
We could
Go
bullet
for it.
tone it.
Nope. You could go bowl of tone, but you get into the bowl of tone, Matt. You gonna get in and out of it?
This thing, the pineapple.
Pineapple mold.
What?
Joey, jump in and pop it.
Let me steal it. I'll give it back to
Do a
you.
bowl of tone and see what happens. Don't get it too hot though. Let me get in there.
Yoop.
Yes.
Here, Matt.
Nice cylinder. Beautiful.
Here, Matt.
All right. Well, somebody out there asked if we ever did a bowl of tone, and here we go.
Blow it out just a little bit before you serve it, Matt.
I don't know. I'd rather have
Just-
a little thick. Joey,
Just to get the accent. Otherwise, it's going to be just a bunch of holes.
he can't blow it out. I want it hot. Just bring it the way she is. Let's do it. Straight up.
Let's see what we got, folks. Matt, dropping it like it's hot. Ooh, all right. And we got a chunky, lumpy handle. And we're trying to get her to stick. Give it a quick press. There we go. Good teamwork,
That's
boys.
tough when you can't get in there.
Sorry about the awkward view. Trying to figure it out.
Ooh, I gave it the tasty pull. That looks cool.
Phew.
All right, now it's time to put some runners on there.
Yeah. What do you do when you have something complicated? Complicate it some more.
All right, how about some bits here, Matt? We'll do some runners.
You want multiple? I could run bits
Yeah,
too.
we could. You got the camera on there.
I think we're at a good view. Everybody can see everything.
I'm just going to need to do a good flash in between, so just wait till I call you over, Joey.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready, Matt. Stay. Stay.
So we'll do some housekeeping.
Something about some housekeeping.
I've just got one or two things to go over.
1 second. Yeah, give me 1 second, Joey. Okay.
Woo! All blue, everything.
Yep. Ouch, that was hot.
Get a handle on it, Chris. Come on now. Do we want bits on every single one or no?
Probably not, but I'm going to stick a thumb bit in here.
A thumb
On
bit,
this
thumb
guy.
saddle.
Thumb saddle here and there. That's my thumb saddle right there. Yep. I don't know where yet.
I'm gonna do an optic twisted runner up the back.
Alrighty, like that one Jake did the other day.
Yeah.
Running up it.
Carol asks, how heavy do you think this is at this
It's
point?
starting to add up, I'm telling you that.
Heavier than a normal mug.
So what do you stick it on? You twist
Just
up and lay it down?
light twist, stretch it a little bit first, and just kind of guide it as you're making contact.
Twist. Stay.
Oh yeah. This is every variety of handle. Just about.
Walked away because I thought you were done and you squeezed one more in. And so it
I
goes.
think we're going to put another thumb bit up and look at it though. First.
Another stamp, if not.
Wait a second, I got to flash it. I want it to be a nice round one anyway, so it's going to be good.
All right.
John says, do you guys have to go to a surgeon to have the glass blowing thumb mod, or does it just happen naturally the more you blow glass?
It's definitely doctor installed thumb mod. For sure. For sure. Any other good questions?
Not a question. Carol says she can't wait for the annealer reveal to see how everything comes out.
Shouldn't be too shabby.
Got my stamper?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I wanted to put one on that dragon tail up top, but I'll look at it after the stamper and we'll see.
Do you guys think this piece is going to survive? Answer in the chat below. Okay. Should we place bets on it?
No, we probably shouldn't. Yeah, get a good zoom on that, Matt.
I think that's it, baby. We should put this puppy away.
I'll grab the gloves and polish it.
So here we go, guys. Check it out. Got all the different handles on there with all the different action. We need to have it in front of the blue screen.
It might be invisible.
That's right. It could be. Just, it's important for me to make sure I equalize this too, guys.
John says, is this piece for sale or just a show piece?
We don't know yet. Maybe it might be for sale on the 17th. If you get a ticket, you might be able to get it, guys, for the Pumpkin Fest on October 17th. But I'll have to talk to the boss about that one because I don't want to be talking out of turn here.
Yeah.
Think we
If
can knock
someone
it off the question or
indulges
no?
in
I'll just
adult
give it to you later.
beverages, it's over the
Just
top.
polish it real quick. Well,
Someone said it's almost like an octopus.
so is an octopus.
I mean, it would look great with flowers in it. So many options.
Donna
Go down
says,
the
how are you
bottom.
supposed to drink out of
Up
that?
top,
And that
for
was
sure.
more for them to
It's hotter.
see like what kind of
Don't wanna
handles
lose it.
we do, right?
Yeah, for happy hour, so they could like spin it around and be like, "Oh, I like."
Good
this
job,
handle
Matt.
here."
Nice job,
Yeah.
Matt. That was
All right.
fun.
Yeah.
While you guys think about what we're going to do for the giveaway, we've got about a half hour left. So we're going to jump into some housekeeping real quick. So you
Nice.
guys can take your quick little water break, think about the giveaway.
Is this when you're going to give away the pumpkin
is.
stemless
It-
cider glass?
It
I like
is. If somebody would like to show that off for me on camera, that would be amazing. Thank you, Matt, cameraman and hand model. Very nice. So our question last week for the giveaway, I have about 20 pages on my clipboard. Bear with me. All right. So our question for the giveaway last week was, do you have any GA glass pumpkins? And how do you display your pumpkins? Do you have a collection of many styles and shapes? Do you prefer to pick by color? Do you pick a different mixture of mediums, or is it all glass? We had a lot of different answers. Some people were saying that they didn't even have a GA pumpkin yet, which the virtual show is going to be a great opportunity to snag your first one. We have a couple people who say they keep them out year round. They've got them scattered around their house. Some people are putting them with their slugs and dried leaves. Some people are putting them in a fall scene. And our winner of our beautiful glass says that they have 2 glass pumpkins that they display with other fall items on top of their refrigerator so they can see them whenever they're in their kitchen. So, Matt, can I get a drum roll? Thank you. You guys can't see him, but he is drumming on his thighs for me. All right, so our grand winner of the 3-leaf pumpkin goblet is Lori Price. So congratulations, Lori. Keep an eye out on your email from Donna. She's going to send you an email. If you are local, you are more than welcome to come into the gallery, pick up your piece completely for free. Or if you would like to have that shipped to you, she's going to send you an email to pay for that $15 shipping. As far as the $25 gift card giveaway, I know we mentioned last week that we would be giving away the week before and this week. So we had a little bit of an issue with the link. We are working on some brand new wonderful technology, and of course comes with that is a couple of glitches. So we're working through that. So I again do not have that to give away this week, but I want to know your take on how we've been doing that. Go ahead, go in your e-news, go ahead and watch that new video. It should be again embedded into our website. I want to see how you guys are enjoying that. One thing that I've had a couple people comment on is they really enjoy being able to see everybody else's comments on the website when they haven't been able to see those before. So go ahead and keep those going. I promise we're going to keep giving that away. Michelle said we're working through a couple different ideas with that, whether we'll be catching up and we'll be doing 4 different $25 gift cards, or we'll take all the comments and put them together in a pool and we'll do a $100 gift card at the end of the month. Couple different ideas rolling out, so just keep commenting. I promise we have not forgotten about you and we are working through those glitches. But go ahead and check out this week's e-news. Go ahead and leave those comments. This week's giveaway question, as a reminder before we hop into the giveaway: are there any themes or topics you want to see in our virtual pumpkin show on October 17th? If you guys have watched past ones, what did you enjoy for past shows? So go ahead and answer that question. Send it in an email to enews@glassacademy.com, and we'll see what you can win, because Joey and Chris and Matt are going to make something special for that. That's all I have for you.
Yeah, that's what's going on. I lost camera.
Yep. Gotta fix some cords, maybe. Check back there too.
Anyways, folks. Technical difficulties.
There we go.
Just like that, man. Safe there. I've heard from a little bird that there might be something related to wine. If you guys like fine wine or just to have a good time, this might be a giveaway for you.
I feel like this has turned into a wine night, not just a drinkware night.
Well,
Is wine? It's a wine night.
of the beverages you consume besides water, wine is the only beverage you'll make you live longer. You know that?
All right.
We'll do a blue, like 2-drink sangria pitcher. That's a drink, isn't it?
Are you gonna drink out of the pitcher though? I mean, I would, but I don't know if everybody else would. Drink it. We could make like a gravy coat. Drink out of a gravy coat.
Hey,
Good for Thanksgiving.
I've been known to drink a little gravy. It's good. Giveaway?
I suggest a wine glass. We need a number 1 in the chat right now for wine glass. 2 for
Sangria pitcher.
3 for whatever Matt wants. Go. You guys have like T-minus 60 seconds. Let's hear it.
Let's see those comments. Chris, is your mic on? Joey, is your mic
I
on?
haven't spun the wheel.
On is yours?
I thought it was.
Oh, they didn't hear anything we said the whole time.
You here?
All right, I guess we start over. The deal was we didn't know what to do. I suggested possibly a 2-glass sangria pitcher for the giveaway. Joey suggested a wine glass, which sounds amazing. And
Third option.
Third option is Matt's choice, whatever he tells us to make.
Number 1 for Chris's. Number 2 for mine. Number 3 if you guys want to see Matt's creation. Put it in the
I've
chat.
got a number 2. I've got Matt's choice. I've got option 1, Joey.
All right, so we're all mixed up.
So we got 3.
I've got another one for Chris. A 1. A 3. Another 3. A pitcher. I don't know what number that is anymore.
That's a 1.
I thought.
I've got 2
1
more
is me,
3s.
2 is you, 3 is Matt.
Another 2. So it looks like I have a majority of 3s, and then my backup is a 2.
Oh, all right, Matt, come on.
$5 if you suggest a sangria pitcher.
Don't be a sellout. What do you want, Matt? What are you thinking?
Everybody's voting for 3.
Come on, dig deep. An Ampelina.
Oh,
You've got 20 minutes for whatever it is you're going to make.
We could do an Ampelina.
I think we could.
For our newer videos or newer viewers, what is an ampolina?
Ampolina is an olive oil container, a traditional Venetian one, and I haven't made an ampolina in a long time, but I know how to make one. I'll try. We'll see what's up.
That's how it goes, folks. Let's just give it a whirly bird. The whirly bird special.
Is that the ampolina?
Yeah.
All right.
You gonna start it up? You want me to start it? Chris has this picture here in case he gets dehydrated. Everybody.
Help your.
Is that for the dunk wheel?
It's okay. I use my beard to catch everything. Ampolina is generally a smaller piece, but we're going to start on a big blowpipe because we like to store a whole lot of olive oil.
It is a small piece, but I like olive oil.
Like I said, Chris likes his olive oil.
I mean, after all, she was Popeye's girlfriend.
Are you too young for Popeye, Joey?
Popeye. No, I just don't. I heard like half of that because the furnace
His
is
girlfriend or wife or whatever she was, her name was Olive Oil.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Remember?
That's right. Yeah.
Popeye the Sailor Man, I live in a garbage can.
Boy, oh boy.
I'm fast to the finish, but I love my spinach.
Are we going to be able to make this?
Sailor Man, pew, pew.
Are we going to be able to make this in 20 minutes, Chris?
You've now got 19 minutes.
Yes.
19 minutes. Better get that gathered up, folks.
Joey, while he's gathering, can you show off your favorite glass that's still left on the table? You could bring it right over here.
My favorite glass?
Yep, favorite glass still on the table. Go.
Oh, shucks. Singular?
Singular. We'll find two of them.
Number 1 and number 4. If it were me, I'd be doing both because you get the best of both worlds. You get the absolutely colorful yogurt splash of the Van Gogh, and then we've also got our what is the black and white? I can't even think of it right now. No, not jail. I would call this a jailbird mug. Chris, what's our white and black special?
What's our white glass? What?
White and black special when we combine the white and the black. We call it a name.
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton. There we go.
That's
So
right.
this
yeah, okay.
is our whimsical Tim Burton mixed with a little bit of Happy Clouds guy, Bob Ross, because this guy definitely has some happy clouds flowing through here. And it needs a new home. I made this one, I think, last year. You guys, somebody take it home. It even comes with a shot glass. Definitely a beautiful piece. Would recommend acquiring for your home collection.
I've had a couple people refer to it as Beetlejuice or Zebra.
Beetlejuice. That's a good one. For sure. Primary optics have been engaged. Chris is going to potato sack it and take it home now.
Oh, yeah.
Is anybody in the chat's carried off in a potato sack?
Blow. Good.
Say that one more time.
Nope, I will not.
Blow. Keep going. Good.
Olive juice.
Lightly blow. Good. All right, I'll take a Maurice for the foot. You know, it's a Venetian foot. We'll put it on hot, though.
That good? You want some more?
I'm ready. Oh,
How
let's
much?
see. Oh, that's going to be fine. And you'll be right on a paddle real quick. Nope. Foot. Off. Okay, Punty.
All right. Does anybody else in the chats own an Ampolina?
It's a good question.
It's got a beautiful little twist to it, guys. Little olive oil special. They started out kind of big when they were doing them back in Italy, but they kind of shrunk down when people were doing them here in America. Just kind of like to show off. I got no tweezies, but that's all right for now. I think I left them on the knockoff bench, but we'll take care of that.
And just like that, we've got ourselves a tasty,
Get rid of it.
delicious.
Spun out bowl. It broke, you guys, right at the top when I tried to knock it off. But that's okay, because lucky that was a fast process. We still have 17 minutes.
You have 14 minutes.
Oh, it's the same as 17.
Kathleen says, would this type of a vessel need a topper?
No.
Traditionally, they do have toppers. I made one out at the Renaissance Festival this weekend for an Ampolina that Nolan made, and I made a topper for the customer. It was pretty cool, like a 3-ball topper.
Then.
But this one won't have a topper on it. It probably would have helped if I would have angled my jacks out a little bit on the top of that ball so that it was more of a smooth shape and not a sharp edge. But I'll remember all that as I'm doing it again.
It's all right. We're going to do
Comes
this.
back to you.
We'll figure it right out.
Probably been a good 10 years at least since I've made an Ampolina. But I made a bunch of them when I did make one. Maybe I'll keep the optics straight on this one for something different.
Would that make it like a pumpkin gourd?
It's kind of like that, right?
Yeah, it was a similar shape. What color frit did you just go with?
Top secret information. I can't tell you what color frit.
Perfect. All right.
Now, it was that aventurine. It looks really beautiful on the blue, so I had to add a little on.
Super tasty and delicious color. Filled with copper flakes. Better than frosted flakes.
Anybody out there remember the mascot for Cocoa Krispies?
Cocoa
If you
Krispies?
Is it the bird?
No, but put it in the chat, guys.
Bird.
Wait,
Time for Cocoa
not the three
Krispies.
little people.
They are so chocolatey.
Oh no, that's Cocoa Puffs I'm thinking of.
Cocoa Puffs. No, that's cocoa wheat. Cocoa wheat hot chocolate breakfast treat. Very next day, you start your day. Hot chocolate. That's the way I like it.
Carol says a gorilla.
Blow. Stop for a minute. Blow. Stop.
Is that still a sharp angle?
Well, I'm going to puff it out one more time, so I'm going to get that angle on there right now. And plus, I left it real thick. So I want to get it a little thinner too, because you got to put that spout on there, so it's got to be real thin. Tighten that up so I don't pull it out. Chill that. Draw it out. Blow. Keep going. Keep going. Good. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's try to have that thing. Don't spin too quick. Keep it like a Q-tip, Joey, not flat.
Yeah.
John says a monkey, so I've got 1 vote for a gorilla, 1 vote for a monkey.
How about an elephant?
Oh.
That's the truth, folks. He's an elephant. Tusk was his name. But
It was. I didn't even know what you were talking
yeah,
about.
Tusk.
That seems like a logical name for an elephant.
Thank you. That was beautiful, Joey. Love it when it goes on straight. On. Push real good. Okay, lighten up. Beautiful. That is the perfect Venetian foot, guys.
He sent in by e-news. Joshua says that he'd like to see some critters on the pumpkin. I forgot about that. We can do a slug on the pumpkin.
Right on center. Look at that.
That'd be cool.
That's fun, like a little critter on a pumpkin.
Yeah.
I like that.
10 minutes remaining.
I wish you guys could see Matt right now. He's in charge of the camera, and he's
I'm gonna give it
got
one flash,
one
Joey, but it should be
leg
fine.
The half lunge.
tucked under him with his knee up on the marver in this weird position right in front of me. He's
Just looking like a cool cat,
uncomfortable,
that's
but I
all.
guess it's comfy
Maybe
for
Matt
him.
does yoga.
He says his knees hurt.
You don't know comfort until you experience comfort. Matt is living it.
Still haven't got my tweezers.
Did anyone talk about the weather yet?
You said about the weather?
Yeah, when we came back from Austin, apparently there was an earthquake. And then we flew to Houston and the airport was shut down.
Oh, wow.
I know. So what's the weather like where you guys are? How's the weather going for everyone?
I'm going to go ahead and put the giveaway question up one more time on the screen. Just as a reminder, this week's giveaway question
That's all good,
to
Matt.
win this beautiful piece is, are there any themes or topics you want to see in our virtual pumpkin show on October 17th? And if
I
you've
heard
watched
that.
past shows, what did you enjoy from past shows? So I've got that up on the screen for a second, but you'll send that in to enews@glassacademy.com, and we'll do a drawing next week. We did not get to the wheel of shenanigans tonight, but
Oh, we didn't.
we didn't, and I'm okay with that because that means for a third week in a row, we have avoided the best dunk part of the wheel.
Oh,
And I feel like my
boy.
luck will run out eventually.
All right, we got people watching in North Carolina, Atlanta, Kentucky, Chicago, Pennsylvania, Washington, New York, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Montreal. Kind of a nice
Joe, I
mix of people
twisted back the
tonight.
other way just like that.
Yeah.
Straighten those optics out. It's pretty important to do that if you want straight optics.
All right, Sharon, the weather is the same. I guess it is. I don't know, though. That one night you left and a giant storm knocked our power out and you were okay. So
Okay.
even the neighboring cities
do the
sometimes
spout.
are different.
Keep it kind of small, Joey. Like
Yep.
maybe thumb size. You know how to do it, right? You're going to let it go up on the pipe. And nice
Yep.
hot pipe. Get the pipe. Stay in there and let the pipe get real hot. Because that's what goes through the piece.
Could preheat it a little bit
Okay.
with the torch.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Forgot about that torch
What do you
stuff.
guys think about this piece?
It's
We haven't
magical.
really
We didn't
made
have a
something
torch
like
10
this.
years ago. You bringing it?
Yeah. Then what happened, Chris?
Then we found a torch. Straight up with it. Stay. Okay. Steady.
And Sophia. Okay.
Stay.
Everybody's quiet in the chat, which means that they're all very
They're all intently watching what's going on here because it's pretty crazy.
I mean, we haven't made one of these in quite a little bit, so I'm sure everybody's interested.
All right, I'm good. All right, you got to bring me a little wrap for that. Give me 1 second, Joey.
Cute, tiny little wrap.
Give me a second to straighten her up, and we're going to go for the handle.
So Joshua says, did that last application go through the glass?
Yes. It's my handle.
Yeah.
Got to straighten it out. She's crooked right now, so just give me 1 second.
If Jake were here, he'd probably say something along the lines of that it's crazy that we're giving away such an awesome piece, because I've heard him say that multiple times. It has adventurine on it. It's probably about a $200 piece if I had to guess, but I'm not in charge of those things.
Just trash it, Joey, and give me a bit in a minute when I'm ready.
So you guys, whoever wins this next week is going to be very, very lucky.
All right.
John's going for 208. I feel like we're playing The Price is Right. Kathleen
So, before you
says
drop
this
that,
piece
Joey,
is
do
really
we
nice.
stick 'em in
Oil
there,
and
or do
vinegar
we
was
stick 'em
pretty
right
popular
there
condiments
and
back
go?
in the
I
70s
think
and
we stick 'em over
80s.
here, don't we? Or do
Yeah,
we stick 'em
down and
I
then
still
up.
use
Here?
oil and vinegar
Down
pretty
and then up, yeah.
frequently.
Here? Here. Stay.
They're trying to
Yeah,
decide
yeah.
where to put a handle. I'm going to be quiet for a second.
I remember seeing Nolan kind of pinch it down the middle
But
at
yeah,
that
I still
point.
put them on salads. My favorite thing to do with olive oil is I have this little handmade
Pinch it
pottery
underneath
piece that
and
has
roll
little
it.
spikes at the bottom of it. Kind of looks like a dish with little spikes in the bottom of it. And you take a garlic clove and you rub it all over that, and it kind of pulverizes the
Just a
garlic.
little-
And then you pour olive
Stretch
oil,
it
whatever
up.
spices you'd like in there, kind of mix it up. And it's really great for dipping like homemade, fresh, warm bread into.
Stretch it a little more, and then have me bring you another runner bit, or you just want to stamp?
I'm going to just look at it for a minute and see what's going on.
I will be jealous of whoever wins this piece next week. I
This
see
one's nice.
Joey's shaking his head too. I know you guys have a nice close
I'll
up on
take
this.
another
But
wrap up here in a second.
Yep.
As soon as I get this guy on center.
John says it kind of reminds him of Genie's bottle from I Dream of Jeannie.
Yeah.
I can definitely see that. Joey, are you too young for that show? No, he remembers it.
I don't know, you old fart.
Just
Why don't
getting
you look
it
up what it's
stretched
from?
out, guys, and then we're going to be ready to go. Got a couple things I want to do to. Oh, that was nice, right on center.
Yeah, this is a beautiful piece. You got the little bit of sparkle in the bottom of it from the aventurine. We're going into some overtime. John, I know you said you were voting for overtime, so there you go. We hit a minute into overtime here, but we're doing great. Yep, Carol mentioned it too.
I think that's our boy. At least I got that curl straightened out. It
While
looks
we're
nice.
waiting,
Yeah.
I'll put the giveaway question up one
Stamp.
more time since we are into overtime.
How about a stamper?
That is absolutely beautiful.
Joey's bringing me over the stamper.
Good idea, Matt. This is a beauty.
Woo! In front of the blue screen, it's the Ampolina giveaway, guys.
Some great lighting, Joey. Thank you for that in the
Yeah.
background.
I know. There's not much in here. Do what I can.
Got a couple people giving kudos to you, Matt, for picking out a good idea. He gave me the thumbs up for you guys. You guys know Matt's always typically quiet. There you go. But he doesn't have a mic on, so he's even quieter.
You gonna balance it for a second?
Nope.
Might want to slip careful.
So if you'd like to win this, go ahead and send your answers to enews@glassacademy.com to that question. Again, winning,
yeah.
are there any themes or topics you want to see in our virtual pumpkin show? And if you watched it in the past,
All right. Thanks to Matt for that tasty
What
idea,
did you
Matt.
got the
Ow!
high five from Matt.
Yeah.
There you go. That was a good one. That was a great show, guys. I think we went into a little bit of OT, but that's all right. Everybody likes a little bit of OT once in a while. But except for the 8 o'clock hockey games, then you don't want to be out till 11:30, 12 o'clock. It's too crazy. But we had a great time tonight. Remember, October 17th, the virtual show. Tickets are on sale. Might just think about putting that mug piece for sale on that show. If someone's interested, make sure you get your tickets. I know they're hardly anything, but we definitely want to give all our VIPs a ton of thanks, and they get to come to this virtual show on the 17th for free. If you're not a VIP, become a VIP. And if you're not becoming a VIP, get your ticket online at theglassacademy.com.
Real quick to mention, those tickets right now are located on our website. If you go on our website, the drop down at the top for the gathering point, go ahead and click that and then click shop items featured on the show. First thing that's going to pop up there, you're going to see a picture of a beautiful blue stained glass pumpkin with a banner that says Glass Pumpkin Fest. And the title of that item is 2023 Pumpkin Virtual Show Ticket. They are $5. And like Chris mentioned, they are live, but that's where you're going to go on our website to find them right now.
Sweet. All right, guys. Well, we thank you for having a great night. We didn't have Jake with us tonight, but that's all right because sometimes each one of us here has to do something besides be on the show. But I'm sure he missed out. He was probably watching it with Michelle's dad for sure. But we thank you guys. Spread the word about the gathering point to everybody you know and also about the Glass Academy. We appreciate you all, and I'm looking forward to seeing anyone who comes and talking to anybody on the next show. So you guys, we're over and out. Hasta luego.